the PlayStation 5 reveal event, the PS5 reveal specs, could have just been leaked thanks to a podcast from Giant Bomb. We also have some more information stating that the PlayStation 5 might be 13.3 teraflops, have a custom RDNA 2 GPU at a 1.7 GHz with 60 compute units. This is from a leak that has appeared on NeoGAF. We're also going to be looking at the two rumoured consoles, the PlayStation 5, the base console, and the PlayStation 5 Pro, which are rumoured to both be dropping at the same time this year. It looks like potentially there is going to be no mid-cycle PlayStation 5 Pro release. It's rumoured that both consoles will be released at the same time, at the very start of the next generation release cycle. So guys, if you're looking forward and are pumped for all of this information, then please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you leave a like. You have no idea how amazing and how helpful those likes are in boosting the video. And of course, make sure you get your comments down below about anything that you hear in today's video. But let's start off by looking at the leak that has dropped on NeoGAF. It was by an anonymous source, but it does state there is a lot that the PlayStation 5 may have on offer, and that it may be more powerful than we once thought. So as I said, 13.3 teraflops, custom RDNA 2 GPU at the 1.7 GHz with 60 compute units, an AMD Zen 2 8-core at 3.4 GHz. Sony is working on boosting that to 3.7 apparently. The RAM will be 16GB with GDDR6 plus a 4GB DDR4, an SSD at 5.5GB at 1TB, and a dedicated RT and 3D audio cores. It will have 565GB of bandwidth, and it will have full digital backwards compatibility with every PlayStation console and handheld for a library of thousands of games on day one. It will have enhanced DualShock 5 with haptic triggers, heartbeat monitors, and a built-in microphone, and the PlayStation AI assistant that allows you to change games, create parties, and do a lot more with voice commands. And the estimated retail price is $499. If the PlayStation comes out with all of these specs, then I am going to be one happy gamer. What about you guys? Now I know this is an anonymous source from NeoGAF. I am not stating that this is definitely going to happen, but it looks incredible. It also adds a bit of oomph behind a March the 3rd reveal date, which is indeed today. So guys, make sure that you keep scouring the internet for all of this information. Also, to add to that 3rd of March reveal date, over at Giant Bomb, there was a podcast, and I will let you watch that right now because again it feeds into the 3rd of March reveal date.
Event supposed to happen?
No announcement.
No announcement?
Yeah, I don't know.
Everybody seems so sure there's going to be a February event.
Yeah, well, that's what they did last time. The PS4 was, I think, unveiled by now.
Still waiting on that email.
Last time around, yep. Those invites will be coming any day now. I'm sure.
But they won't.
No announcement.
Now, as you see from the podcast, one of the gentlemen slips up and actually says the 3rd of March. Now, Giant Bomb are a massively influential PlayStation 5 podcasting kind of account, and it ties in with this anonymous source on NeoGAF. There are too many coincidences that are stating that a March the 3rd reveal date could be in line where Sony reveal the PlayStation 5 kind of specifications. If they will go as far as to release the PlayStation 5 design, some of the games, and actually have the full blowout of the unveiling process for the PlayStation 5 is yet to kind of be identified. But with all of this information leading to a 3rd of March reveal date, then today we could be in for some fascinating news. Now, the estimated retail price of being $499 is interesting as well, because again, with rumours stating that there will be two PlayStation 5s being set to release on the launch date when Sony reveal these consoles or release these consoles, I believe that this would be more poignant for a PlayStation 5 Pro console. Now, the reason I do believe that is because we've had mixed messages when it comes to the teraflops. There has been lots of arguments and kind of talk online when it comes to the PlayStation 5 specification? Are we getting mixed messages because two consoles are about to launch at the same time? Now, the PlayStation 5 reveal, as I've said, is likely and rumoured to be today. But surely now that the Xbox Series X has been formally unveiled and its specs explained in recent online posts, all PlayStation fans have to go by leaks and rumours. However, there have been rumours and whispers as far back as September last year of not one but two consoles from both Sony and their arch rivals Microsoft. This report has remained unconfirmed, but a recent unearthing has added fresh fuel to the rumour fire. Noted Japanese journalist Zenji Nishiwaka claimed that Sony is set to release a more powerful PlayStation 5 Pro alongside a standard PlayStation 5 model, with both consoles said to be available at the same time. A verified source on gaming forum NeoGAF, attributed to Nishiwaka via Reddit, revealed the following. Alright people, one last time. I heard that there are two consoles per company. The mid-gen refreshes are going to be introduced at release so that these consoles can run the entire 7-year cycle. Xbox Series X that was released yesterday is the top end one, 12 teraflops. There will be a base Xbox Series X that is a slower one. Sony is releasing two PlayStation models. The base PlayStation 5 is 9 teraflops. Their other one is also going to be in line to compete with the Xbox Series X top dog. This all makes sense now as to why people are getting mixed numbers for each of the platforms. I also heard that the top of the line models will be expensive. No pricing, but I would guess around $600. Also, no dates on when the top models will come out for the PlayStation 5. My guess is that they are going to release both models at the same time. That is all I know, and I won't be fishing for any more information. As with any PlayStation 5 rumours, it is best to take this with several large pinches of salt, but Nishiwaka, who received special thanks on the credits of Sony Interactive Entertainment's The Last Guardian, is a reputed games industry name. This is not the first time that Nishiwaka has stuck his neck out and insisted this would be the case, so you have to wonder just what he knows and who his source is. Nishiwaka's claims there would be two new Xbox consoles calls to mind the original rumours circulating before the Xbox Series X was revealed. It was formerly called the Xbox Scarlet, but a second console known as the Xbox Lockhart was reportedly in development. If Zenji Nishiwaka is correct, Microsoft has only shown us one half of its Xbox plan. However, it could have a cheaper Xbox, Series Y perhaps, waiting in the wings for a later launch, just as the original Xbox One split into the Xbox S and the Xbox One halfway through its lifespan. As the Xbox Series X has already been revealed, it's likely we'll only be seeing the one console from Microsoft this year. The PS5 hasn't revealed anything yet, so anything is a possibility, but GameSpot has revealed some vague specs on the PlayStation 5's pre-order sign-up page. With only one set of specs and two rumoured consoles, there's a disconnect there, but we'll have to wait and see what the PlayStation 5 reveal brings. Surely, it isn't going to be too far away. So with the two consoles coming out, I head back to the NeoGAF leak that states that this 13.3 teraflop console, I believe, is going to be the PlayStation 5 Pro. 13.3 teraflops does beat what the Xbox Series X teraflop count has, and that is sat at a hefty 12 teraflops. Potentially, Xbox and Microsoft could have kind of blown their wad too early. Perhaps Sony were waiting for the Xbox Series X to reveal their official specifications so that they could kind of change their trajectory. Perhaps the PlayStation 5 Pro was going to be 12 teraflops as well, but they decided, actually, let's go all out and beat the Xbox Series X by adding another teraflop to it, making it more powerful and the most sought after console, hopefully, in the next generation battle. We know that the Xbox Series X is also going to include full backwards compatibility, so that they can play any previous Xbox game on that console. And with this leak on NeoGAF, it does look like full digital backwards compatibility with every PlayStation console, and for added value, every handheld game could be added to a library of thousands of games on day one. We heard recent rumours that potentially the PlayStation 5 controller will include heartbeat monitors and a built-in microphone. The heartbeat monitors will therefore measure how stressed you are getting playing a game. Can't beat a boss on God of War, Can't get past a level on Tomb Raider? The game will pick up your stress levels and lower potentially the difficult. It's clever AI, and it also makes gaming a lot more bearable as well. As within the built-in microphone, I guess that would be the AI assistant, which allow you to change games by just speaking to the console, create parties, and do a lot more with voice commands. Potentially utilising that, going on to say a internet browser, instead of typing in, which can be very fiddly using the controller, you can just say YouTube and it will take you to the YouTube desktop. You can say take me to NeoGAF and it will take you to NeoGAF. The estimated retail price of being $499 also fits in line with a lot of the rumours that we've been hearing so far, where it says that the console would cost around $449 to actually create. So a $499 retail offer would actually make sure that Sony make a little bit of profit off their console as well. There has been news stating as well that Sony are happy to actually take a loss on the physical console itself and make up that money in various different avenues, whether it be PlayStation Plus Premium signups, whether it be via the games, via PlayStation Virtual Reality headset, which I'm guessing will come within a year after the release of the PlayStation 5, various other different tech gadgets as well, whether you can get external hard drives, controllers, all these kinds of things will help line the pockets of Sony as a business as well. But it does seem like all of these rumours are now kind of coming full circle, and it makes for very interesting reading and very interesting kind of news led to our ears, which is fantastic. For a YouTuber like me that loves and thrives off all of this mystique and intrigue when it comes to the PlayStation 5, I'm starting to feel more confident around Sony's kind of lack of interaction with us, the PlayStation 5 fans. But there is more news, and it is that AMD will unveil RDNA 2 graphics cards on March the 5th. So AMD will talk more about RDNA 2, its next generation GPU architecture, during its upcoming Financial Analyst Day. Building on the RDNA architecture introduced with AMD's Navi graphics cards over the past 7 months, the chipmaker is promising to spill the beans on its 7nm ray-traced successor on March the 5th, 2020. Now, if the leaks are to be true, that will be revealed 2 days after this potential PlayStation 5 reveal event, hopefully filling in a lot more blanks than I imagine would be left from the PlayStation 5 reveal event. The Financial Analyst Day certainly sounds enthralling on the surface, but don't let its rather drab title put you off. While we're not expecting a full RDNA 2 specification from the event, perhaps far from it, AMD has confirmed it will be discussing its upcoming architecture further during its fourth quarter earnings call. RDNA is the name of AMD's most recently launched GPU architecture, built from the ground up for gaming on the 7nm process node from TSMC. It's currently available in the RX 5700, the RX 5600 and the RX 5500 series graphic cards. RDNA 2, the company's new and improved gaming architecture, is expected to land in refreshed gaming graphics cards and consoles per the PlayStation 5 later this year. So, in 2019, they launched their new architecture in GPUs. Dr. Lisa Su says, via speaking to Alpha, it's the RDNA architecture that was the Navi-based products. You should expect those to be refreshed in 2020, and they will have the next generation RDNA architecture that will be part of the 2020 lineup. So they are pretty excited that they have what they have, and they will talk about it more at their Financial Analyst Day. And on the data center GPU side, you should also expect that they have some new products in the second half of 2020. While Su's use of the word refresh would traditionally allude to a rather sensible performance uplift and tweak feature set over today's gaming graphics card lineup, AMD has told Tom's Hardware it has a rather different meaning in investor circles. Reportedly, RDNA 2 will represent a wholly updated graphics card lineup, beyond the iterative updates we've come to expect from the phrase. If you're wondering how all of these graphic cards stack up in terms of performance, there sure is a lot of them nowadays, make sure you check out a graphics card comparison guide online. The company's incumbent architecture, GCN, is also sticking around. GCN is a wholly computed focused and therefore makes for great data center GPU horsepower. It would appear the new Radeon GPUs for the enterprise markets are also on the way later this year too. AMD's Financial Analyst Day is scheduled for March 5th, 2020 from 1 to 6 PST, and that is 9 o'clock to 2 in the morning Greenwich Mean Time, and it will be available from the AMD website, which Dr. Sue was keen to point out. That usually means there's something worthwhile on the way, right? There's also a few weeks prior to Nvidia's GPU Technology Conference, and that will be from March the 22nd to the 26th, perhaps preempting an architecture announcement from the Green team. So it does seem like there is lots of tech being revealed early on in 2020, but just how much of it will find its way into these next generation consoles and how much of it will find itself in the PlayStation 5. Guys, the leak on NeoGAF makes for interesting rumours. The kind of slip up on that podcast is also a great bit of positive news. So guys, today is the 3rd of March. If we don't get a reveal date today, then I'm just stumped. But we really could get that. Make sure that you stay tuned to Taupe Gaming for all of your further PlayStation 5 news, leaks, rumours and reveals. And of course, I will be with you along the way. Once again, thank you so much for all of your support. You truly do make gaming a fascinating experience. Talking with you guys about the PlayStation 5 has been a real interesting and fun experience. But remember, please make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you do leave a like. Those thumbs ups really do help the videos succeed and help me establish myself on YouTube. And of course, get your comments down below. And it can be about anything that these leaks have provided with us today. Do you believe that today is the day that the PlayStation 5 will be revealed? 3rd of March 2020? Or if we're already past that date, has it happened? Or were you disappointed that it didn't happen? Guys, thank you so much for all of your support. Take care. Peace out. Toodle-a-doo-doo-doo. Bye-bye. Bye.